I say Nick Saban is the Bill Belichick of college football. And when he was at LSU, he was really building a dynasty there. And you would have 200,000 to 300,000 people outside of the stadium every Saturday, and everybody is wasted.
Good thing I didn't go here for school, because I won't even be in the NFL.
Welcome to Dudes on Dudes. I'm Julian Edelman.
And I'm Rob Gronkowski.
And this is the show where your favorite dudes talk about their favorite dudes.
And today we're joined by our favorite pal of all time, Stevan Ridley, to talk LSU football, our Patriot days, and modeling his game after Adrian Peterson.
Plus, we find out what kind of dude Kid Rid is in this week's Chillest Dude of the Week, presented by Coors Light.
Let's go. Dudes on Dudes is a production of Hart.
My dog got the bullet wound right there in the neck. Oh, you wait till we get going on this one, buddy.
Huh?
I said, you wait till we get going on this one. My dog's over here fresh off of IR, man.
Here, surgery. Here.
Oh, dude, I'm all over the place, too.
Here, both feet.
That one's easy, though, man. You're going to come right back. And you're on day one, and look at you. You have one of your best shows I've ever seen you do. You broke down the Patriots training camp. Last show, like no other. I just kept asking questions. It was great. It's the Jules show.
He was killing it.
Oh, he was killing it. I mean, I wasn't there, so I couldn't break down anything. Jules was there, and you pay attention, though, when you're there.
I try to.
You're kind of like more of a coach. I
want to see. I'm comparing and contrasting to like you. It's so crazy. I think back on our training camps when we were at our peak.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, we were like we were an oiled machine.
Mm-hmm.
Like no, there was rarely balls in the ground. A bad day was if we didn't go 85% in the pass game. Like it was so clean. Like everything was clean. We were fucking pros, bro.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And I go to these camps and I try to see, the good teams. Like I went and saw Kansas City before the Super Bowl. They looked clean. They looked sharp. Everyone was using their time effectively. Organized, man. And then I've gone to some camps where you're like, this is all right.
It's like
a crapshoot.
It's like high school. The first day of high school camp. But everyone's all over the place.
And then I've been to camps though where like you go and you're like, man, they look shitty, and then they go out and they're hella good. So I don't know. It's crazy.
I really think it's just the standard that was set where we were when we were.
Yeah.
I just remember us starting periods over because Tom was pissed that it was too many balls on the ground.
Yeah.
2 or 3 early in the period, And he was like, man, start this shit over. We were really starting over, but that was our standard. You know what I mean? Like, we really had the athletes there. The pieces were there. We knew what we were capable of, and like we weren't accepting mediocre shit. You know what I mean?
And having a standard like that makes you a consistent ball team. So you can say that, Jules, like you said, you saw a team not have such a great camp, but they were all over the place. But then they would go out and ball. But then the following week they would be all over the place again. When you have a standard and you set the standard high and it's there every single day, well, the consistency is there every single day as well. And if it does dip, it will always come back up as well the following days. And if it goes too high, it'll come back down, because you can't always be at the high.
Can't peak all the time.
But it will always be there to at the base level of where it needs to be when you have a true standard in the organization.
1,000%. And if you guys don't know by now, we have Stevan Ridley here in the Nut House on Dudes on Dudes. And we were just talking about camp. It's camp season right now, and everyone's, as athletes, I feel it. Does your body like tell you right now, even though you've been retired for how many years, that like, man, I should be fucking running right now because it's camp season? Like, we've been doing this since we were 8 years old.
Yeah.
Do you have those feelings?
I do. I can't lie. I was talking to my mom about this a couple of days ago, flying back home, just being out in Cali for a while. I'm getting soft, but I go back to Louisiana, flying to New Orleans, and you step off that plane, man.
The heat.
And when you step off the plane, it's like the heater's blowing, the fan's blowing, the heat. There's a fire behind the fan, and it's just like, it's thick, bro. And then I think back to the dedication and how locked in we had to be for this time of year.
Yeah.
I was going home and I'm running hills on the Mississippi River in 100-degree heat, 100-degree humidity, and it's thick. And you got to be crazy.
Yeah.
You got to be committed. You got to be a dog. You got to want it. But that's what made us different, because we really had to get out there and get it in these kind of conditions. But it is a time of year that it's like, man, I got to be gearing up, ready to go because everybody's grinding right now, and we want to get out the blocks and be ahead. So that was the Patriot way. That's how we were cut back in the day. If y'all want me to talk about us a little bit,
we are joined here by Stevan Ridley. Let me give him a little introduction. He's a national champion with at the University of not the university, but at Louisiana State University, LSU Tigers.
Sir.
He's a Super Bowl champ.
Come on.
He kills ducks and sinks putts. He's our good friend. Stevan Ridley, great friend on the field since the very beginning when he became a rookie, all the way till now. Our friendship will last for a lifetime, which we appreciate. Rid, you've been the real deal ever since the beginning of meeting you on the field, off the field, in the meeting rooms. You're always just a straight shooter, and we appreciate that of you, brother.
Bobby G.
And we were talking just now a little bit before we started this episode about working out and how you have to go through that grind. And when your body wasn't feeling it when you were in the middle of training camp, you still had to go out there and participate. But we were talking about how we still love the grind like that, but also at the same time, when your body is telling you, hey, we need some rest, it's nice to sit back and relax and let your body rest and chill out. And then when you're ready to work out again, you're ready to work out again. How do you view that, and how are you viewing your life with your body now ever since you stopped playing the game of football, and especially because you have a wonderful wife, Alexis, who runs that gym in Woodland Hills and is an unbelievable fitness trainer and keeps your ass in shape a little bit as well. But how's your body doing these days after the football that you played in your career?
Man, I think first, you took the words out of my mouth with wife, man. I got to give it to her. I married a good lady. I don't always like to be around her, but she keeps me in shape, man. She keeps me in shape, dude. And
is that why you don't like to be around her? Man. I told you, he's a straight fucking shooter, and his wife knows it too.
Man, because I go home and get back to Mississippi, see mom and dad, eat the good Southern cooking, it's fried catfish, but then you come home to wifey and I kiss her on the cheek and I hug her, and then she's looking at me the next morning at 6:30 a.m. because she's out the door. Baby's going to work early. And the next question that comes out, babe, I love you. Are you coming to the gym today to work out? So it's like, I have a permanent coach, you know what I mean? And so that's how I look at my body right now. But I'm not pushing and grinding as hard as we used to because people don't realize the work that we put in on the hell days when nobody in their right mind would even be out there. We had to push harder and go further. And so now it's like, the luxury of being able to say, I ain't working out today. I ain't working out tomorrow either. Might drink a beer on Wednesday. You know what I mean? Like, I can do that, but I'm not going to go, what we just say, too long without getting back in that gym at some point in time because you get sloppy pretty quick.
But how good does that feel? Like your mind's telling you after like 3 days, all right, it's time to work out. So then you don't really push yourself. It just feels good to go in the gym, work out hard, let all the endorphins release. And then you don't have to worry about it again for another 2-3 days. That's the difference from grinding every single day to now, well-deserved being retired and just grinding when you need to and just staying in the shape that you just need to be for living life.
And more for me, I think it's just like that sweat. Like you said, it might not always be like moving the weights. Like I laugh because I go to the gym and the gym that my lady works at, Just Train over in Chatsworth, man, people are pushing weights in there. It's active. They have a great community. And here I am, ex-NFL player. I'm not like labeled on my chest that that's what it is, but people who know I used to play. Bro, I'm not moving over 35 or 45 pound dumbbells. No shame in it either. You know what I mean? But by the time my lady gets done making me do single leg squats and I'm doing split jerks with these weights and moving it at functional movements, it's like, hey, it'll get you. It doesn't take much. So I look at it today as like we're just trying to do the opposite of what the people in front of us did. Everybody retired back in the day and they blew up. You see players now retire and everybody's getting a little bit skinnier, you know what I mean? So it's just a generational thing, it's a time thing, and it's just being smarter. But I think we all had enough hits and banged it out long enough that the workout is just when we need it.
Maybe the older guys got beat up a little more now too, because just like those guys were, and the technology of getting back, like has been different in these last 20 years, I would say. Then, like you look at guys that played in the 70s or those guys got beat up, man. Like, and we got guys that are beat up too. We're beat up, but the technology and the advancement in I would say medicine
and knowledge as well
is so much higher now where, instead of, just you can't just give up on everything. We're kind of educated that if you want to feel good, and you have to work for it, and you still keep it in your routine at some point. You know, a lot of those guys, it's tough because I did it my first couple years where you're just like, I'm done. I don't want to do anything with football. You're exhausted.
Yeah.
But like you realize that you always have to work in order to feel good because that's, you know, our body's been through a lot. But, you know, you have to work for that.
It reminds me of like that rehab process. You know how when we all had those injuries that we were going to be down for a couple of weeks, and when you first get that injury as a player, you go in there and you hit the rehab hard because you're trying to get on the field.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get on that field, you're like, what? That dog kicks in. You're like, I'm back. Like, look, screw the rehab. I'm ready to go home and lay down and chill. But we would so quickly go right back to being hurt or feeling that little tweak if you don't do what? Keep doing that rehab and that stuff after. So, like, that's kind of where our body is now. It's like we're not lifting to go out there and be gladiators and bang it
rehab
out.
Shit.
We're just trying to stay where we don't hurt to swing a golf club.
We're in a full-time rehab house for the rest of our lives.
For
if
real.
we want to feel good and pain-free.
You gotta stay moving, man.
So, Rid, who are your guys in the locker room in New England?
You're looking at two of them, man. Not just saying that because y'all are here, but I'd have to say, man, we had a great group, man. We really did. For my 4 years that I was up there and got to do it. When I think of the Jamie Collins, the Brandon Boldens, the Amendolas, the Edelmans, the Gronkowskis, the Shane Vereen's, the Garrett Blunts, you know what I mean? The Slaters, the Chandler Joneses, bro. I mean, like you just look at the guys that were on our rosters that really were quality guys that we kicked it with a lot. Like, and that's why I think that was different on playing for 8 teams in 8 years. My first 4 were in New England. I think our nucleus and how close we were, win, lose, or draw as a team, those 4 years in New England was bar none, bro. We had a really dope team.
It's because we were also blessed that we had a lot of continuity. A lot of teams don't have continuity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you get to play 4 years in a row with a lot of the same guys, that's a blessing because you know each other. We all kind of know how to work. You know what I mean? And then you get to add to your game. We were cool. It was cool to be in an environment that had that template. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes. And when I think of that, I say we go back to that bar being set, man. We all want it to be great. You know what I mean? I can't speak in locker rooms now because I'm not there, but like I feel there's a lot more individuals playing ball now than team guys. And so for us, it was always like a position thing. Like we knew the tight ends, bro. Chico, Gronk, Who-Man. Look at the receivers, Dola, Jules, Brandon Lloyd, Deion Branch was there when I first got there. Wes was there when we first got there. But you look at these guys that are there, it's like, man, all these guys were going in like full go on the field every day. I tell people all the time, if you didn't practice in New England, a lot of times you didn't play.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we didn't get, I'm not going to say we didn't get any off days, but Bill had that set that if you weren't on that field Monday through Friday, most times until y'all got to the back end, man, your snaps
you
were
had to
limited.
be truly established as a player in order to be able to miss a day and then have them start you still. Like at least 4 or 5 years in the league and proven as well. Like
Very
Tom
proven.
Brady, he's going to miss Thursday. Well, that's cool. He's been playing 12 years.
He didn't do that until late, though, bro.
Late in your
left.
career.
Yeah, he never did that when you were there.
And I even say my first 4, I never saw Tom. And people are like, man, how's Tom when you see it? I'm like, Tom is really who y'all see. He is.
grinds.
Like,
He didn't start getting vet.
He works.
He didn't start taking vet days. I want to say like 39,
and that's crazy.
and
bro.
that's before that. Like, and that's
crazy.
We've seen a couple 40-year-old quarterbacks now, and that's because of Tom. Like, usually that people were done at like 37.
Bro, but that was the bar that was set for our whole roster, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, every room was competitive. Like, I look at this, like, we were splitting. I was splitting carries. Even on, like, my money year, we were splitting carries, bro. We had a stable of backs. Shano, Woodhead, Blunt, Bolden. Hey, one of us went down. It was just like, you're going to slide the next one in there. You know what I mean? But as a unit, when you're up there and we're playing championship football and we have a standard that, hey, look, we're playing practice, how we do the game, how we do walkthroughs, and nobody was messing around. Billy O was finna fire your ass up if you're not on your P's and Q's. Josh McDaniels will throw a fit in a minute and tell you to get out of there. You know what I mean? Like, it was a tight ship, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we were just about business, you know? So it's different.
The captain of the ship was always the standard holder, Tom Brady.
TB.
What was your favorite on-field moment? while you were with the New England Patriots? I know you played for about 6 other teams after the Patriots, but like you had a lot of great moments there as well, and a lot of great stories. But what was your favorite Patriot on-field moment?
Favorite Patriot
I know you
on
got
film
plenty.
moment.
I know mine. I'm going to tell you mine after about you, Rid. After you tell me about yours. But mine will always stick in my head for the rest of my life. What you did to this defender. I'm going to tell you mine first. Actually,
go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I'm going to tell a little story first. You can finish it off. But we're in London. We're in London, man. We're playing the St. Louis Rams in London. Yes,
Cleat
they were the
Gate?
St. Louis Rams at the time.
Man.
And whatever. Sam Bradford. I remember the first drive threw like a 40-yard bomb. We were down 7-0. I was worried, like, we're really going to lose to the Rams. We're making a comeback. Kid Rid is having a good game. But Bill was emphasizing the whole entire time throughout the week, hey, guys, you're not wearing your fucking normal cleats. The field sucks in London. The grass
7
is high.
stud.
You're going to slip. Everyone's wearing 7 studs.
He said this
I don't
15
care.
times
I don't
easily.
care how big of a stud you are, you're wearing 7 studs. Even if you're a 20 stud guy, you're wearing 7 studs. And they're going to be 3/4 inch studs as well.
Long grass in London. They don't got Bermuda
everyone
out there.
listens. Everyone listens.
Soccer players.
And then all of a sudden, it's like the third quarter, and Rid's in a full-blown fight about his cleats. And they didn't recognize that he didn't have his stud cleats on. So then, boom. They're just going at it. You can tell that part. But I just remember after that, they somehow still put you in. I think everyone else went down or something. You can finish off the story. But I remember this moment after that fight. Ridley got a handoff. I blocked my guy. You ran right behind me to my right.
Cut it off.
You're about 5 yards in front of me now, and I'm just watching you make some guys miss, do your thing, and then all of a sudden you full speed, put your shoulder pads down, and absolutely fucking trucked the St. Louis Rams safety like I'd never seen anyone get trucked before. And I'm sitting there blocking my guy and went, ooh. This guy was knocked out, dead unconscious because of your run. I will always remember that for the rest of my life.
Running angry, man.
Yeah, running angry. And thank you to Coach Belichick for emphasizing those stud cleats.
Break the story down, right?
Yeah, break it down. What really happened?
What happened? You pretty much own it 80% of the way. And we went to London, okay, and Coach said, like Gronk said, 7 studs. Everybody has to have 7 studs. Well, Under Armour was a new company, okay? It was still early on. Tom was at Under Armour. Ray Lewis was at Under Armour. Julio Jones. I was one of the first backs out there that was with Under Armour wearing my boxing boots, you know what I mean? But I couldn't even wear my boxing boots because they were molded. So Under Armour really didn't have many 7-stud cleats. I'm not going to say they didn't have any. They didn't have many. You know, I'm about my swag, bro. Got to be straight. You know, you feel good, play good, you look good.
Rid always had like these Superman-looking fucking cleats on and shit. Keep going. Sorry.
The visor.
Gotta have a swaggy, man. Gotta have a swaggy. But you get out there to London, and Coach said have the cleats. And so when I looked up, I asked the equipment guys, I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do about 7 studs? Because I know I personally didn't have any. I've never owned a pair. Under Armour never sent me a pair. So I didn't have any. When I got to my locker, the only things that were 7 studs were all my Under Armours were molded, and they had a pair of Nike 7-stud cleats. So I'm like, I'm not wearing those. I'm sponsored by Under Armour. So I go out there and we play the first couple of series, and bro, I'm having a decent game. Like, I get down there to the goal line. This is the part, because there's a reason why Bill does everything. And I look back now, I'm like, Coach, okay, you got it. Get down there on the goal line. We're supposed to be running in for a touchdown, and I slipped on the goal line. And when I slipped on the goal line, like my knee went down, and I went to the sides. Here comes Coach Fears. Rid, Maybe run over to the sidelines. I get over to the sidelines.
That's how you got caught.
Bro,
You slipped.
I
You
slipped.
gave yourself up.
Gave myself up. Should have been able to run in. And when I slipped, Coach looked at me and he says, I said, am I going back in? You know, I'm trying to get the tutty. I'm right there. We handled it, slipped down. And he was like, nope. Coach said you're down. No 7 studs. I said, what? I said, I ain't got 7 studs. He was like, Rid, we told you this in New England. I said, okay. I said, well, Coach, what do you want me to do? Under Armour doesn't even make 7 studs. He says, put on some fucking 7 studs, Rid. I'm like, I don't know what you want to do. I said, well, all right, Coach. I said, look, it's all good. If you pay the fine from Under Armour, I'm going to wear these Nike 7 studs. I was like, if not, I'm going to lose everything I got. Like I say, I'm 3rd round. I ain't got no money. But I have an
This is
endorsement
going
deal.
on the sidelines.
This is on the sidelines because
you and Ivan Fears.
And it's an argument.
Me and Coach
it's
Fears.
a full-out argument.
Because
it ain't no soft talking
I
here.
can't understand this because I'm over 100 yards, bro, like in the first couple of quarters. Like I ended up going 160
But
something.
you slipped at the goal line.
Slipped on
and
the
to
play.
be exact, you had 15 carries for 127 yards in a TD that game. Impressive stats right there.
Being
for
bitch.
Did Bill come over to the conversation?
Bill kind of got up there. Me and Fears weren't seeing eye to eye on this. I wasn't really backing down too much because all I'm thinking in my head is I'm going to be the one to lose my deal on a 7-stud cleat, and there's not even any available
There
for
wasn't
Under Armour.
many, but there wasn't any, or there's a couple though.
I'm guessing they had some because when I got back to Boston, we had some 7-stud cleats. We did in Under Armour, but they weren't in London where we had them. They just had.
What'd you do?
I had to put on the Nikes and spat them up. And you'll see when we go back the second half, I had to spat over the cleats because I asked Coach Fears, I said, Coach Fears, well, look, if y'all are going to pay the fine, I said, I'll rock them. I said, but if not, I can't wear Nike when I'm an Under Armour guy. What would y'all do? You know what I mean? So I got benched, missed a quarter, got cussed out by Bill and Ivan.
What'd Bill say?
Bill was like, just put on the fucking cleats, Rid, and shut up. And I'm like,
I love that.
Great, bro.
I love
Thanks,
that.
Coach.
Yeah.
Thanks. You
I
know
love
what I
it.
mean? Like,
It's so straightforward.
What else to do? So he did it to me, and I spatted those jokers up, went out there the second half, and I was just running so mad
The
because I'm like,
teacher,
this is gross.
Oh, so
you
when
know?
you ran that safety-
Ives was
yeah.
the teacher, and Rid's the kid that never listened to the teacher, but the principal always come in, or the
enforcer.
dean would come in,
Man.
and Bill would, all right.
So you ran that guy over with the Nike cleats
The Nikes-
that were all spatted.
Nikes that were spatted up. And if y'all don't know what spat is, I mean, you should know what
Tape.
spat. You got to be like, the old school ballers that had the tape all the way down where you can't really see much but the toe. But basically, Rid was just trying to be a smart businessman and protect my sponsorship. And it cost my ass a couple yards, couple benchings, some lashings, getting cussed out. But hey, there it is right there. I'm
Yeah,
dying.
looking smooth. Still swaggy.
Still swaggy.
Still swaggy.
Well, it was old school. I mean, guys still spat then. Do guys spat? No one spats
I
now.
don't see many people spat.
Not really.
bro.
No one spat.
We're getting
There's gonna
old.
be some. There's got to be some like OG kid now coming out and spat.
Well,
Bring it
Rid,
back.
let me tell you something. If you wore those
Rob had
seven
eight
stud
catches,
cleats the whole
146.
entire game, you would have been like me. I had 146 yards, 8 catches, and 2 TDs. If you had those studs in
And
the
the
whole
London-
time, in London,
London spike.
I had the booty
The-
shake as well, and I had the marching of the
celebration,
guard
bro.
celebration.
The guard.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I give props to Chandler Jones. I went into the training room the night before. I was like, Chandler, I got to do something for the London fans. Like, what can I do? And Chandler looks at me. He's like, you can do marching of the guard. And he marched
tackles?
back and forth. And I was like, oh,
I
okay.
had special
Nice.
team
Okay.
tackles. I had a tackle inside
Jules,
the 5.
1 catch, 8 yards, but that's okay.
I think I had.
That's
I
okay.
think I had a kickoff.
You were
tackle.
You were playing some special teams that game. You got a tackle.
I got a tackle inside the 5 that Slate was offsides on. We had to re-kick.
Dog, come on. We did go crazy up there. I'm
Yeah.
looking at these numbers.
We were
I was
going
coming
all
off
out.
the broken hand. Remember, this is my first game back with the broken hand.
Were you with the club?
I had a.
I forgot about that
I had
one.
a claw on my hand. I broke it against the Ravens.
Damn.
Well, that was my favorite on-field moment. And a quick summation, what was your favorite on-field moment
I'd have
for
to say
you, Rid?
most memorable moment. I think of my boys and my teammates.
Okay.
Ryan Mallett. Okay.
Mal Dog.
Rest in peace, Mal Dog.
Rest in peace,
RIP.
Mal Dog. 1-5, man. My first game in Foxborough as a rookie, I remember them throwing Mal out there with me, and it really went this simple. I mean, it was like we were played against each other, Arkansas and LSU. I knew a little bit about them, but that was our first time going through practice and kind of getting on the field against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And so it was preseason. I ended up, I think, running for 2 touchdowns and catching a touchdown. But Mallett really looked at me and was like, Rid, just go up the sideline. Like we were playing like some backyard football, and McDaniels ripped our ass for it. Scored on it. Mal Dog threw it up. Mal didn't care.
No, yeah.
But basically, Mal was like, man, look, just go with it, Rid. I got you. Like the backer can't guard you. I'm like, how do you know? I don't even catch balls out the backfield anyway. I'm a first and second down back. But we're playing backyard football preseason. I go over there. Mal throws me a bomb in the end zone. I think it was probably like a 30 or 40-yard catch, maybe the longest of my career.
Yeah.
But that was one of those times I was like, man, I might be able to ball in the league a little bit. And then it was in Foxborough. It was the first game. So I think I started out on the right foot, you know, in Foxborough for the fans. So I always look at that, and I just think of Mad Dog, man, just not really caring and thinking he was Tom Brady as a rookie, that he could just check a play and call it however he wanted to. But it worked out, and we still got cussed out. So
I'll give Mad Dog.
It is what it is. R.I.P. Mad Dog.
R.I.P. The boys are back in town. That's right. We are back in Boston for another live show, an evening with the Nut House. You thought last year was wild. This year is going to be bigger and better. We got Gronk, myself, plenty of special guests, and surprises in store August 28th at the MGM Music Hall at Fenway. Tickets on sale now. It's going to be a blast. I always remember you always talking about LSU and how crazy it was playing there.
No.
What's it? I went to Kent State.
Yeah.
I went to the University of Arizona.
I had 586 people at my senior day game.
586.
I think maybe 1,000. It was a little snowy. Can you explain to us the environment and the time you had in LSU, like just
and what it's like just to be a Tiger.
LSU Tiger? Because I look at an outsider looking in, I'm like, man, those SEC, it's just different how they treat the football. Tell us, dip into that.
Sometimes when you see an SEC program on TV and just overall everything about it, it feels like, and
it's religion.
Sees like it's better than playing on an NFL team sometimes. Can you describe to us like what it was like?
I feel like y'all putting the battery pack on my back right now, and I'm gonna let y'all have
we
it.
Want to know, Mac, guy, middle of the pack in the Pac-10. Like we want to hear what it was like.
What was it like to be
on the best team?
SEC champion.
Yes.
Okay.
National champion.
Okay. Well, let's say this: as a kid, you come up in Natchez, Mississippi, an hour from the steps of Tiger Stadium. There's as many LSU fans, Louisiana State University fans living in Mississippi as there probably is in Louisiana. You don't find many Mississippi State or Ole Miss Rebels living in Baton Rouge. But that shows you the influence that LSU really has on the whole South. Because LSU, when it comes down to the purple and gold and the Tigers, football is life, bro. And when I say life, it's everything. And I grew up in the era that I came in when Nick Saban was leaving. So I was watching that program be developed by one of the best coaches. I say Nick Saban is the Bill Belichick of college football. And when he was at LSU, he was really building a dynasty there, and he left and went to Miami. But as a recruit, me coming in, I was watching the Jamarcus Russells, the LaRon Landrys, the Glenn Dorseys, the Tyson Jacksons, the Dwayne Bowes. Like, all of those names I just named, y'all are all, regardless of what they did in the pros, they were all top 10 picks. All these boys were on the same team when I was getting recruited and watching going down there. So we go back to the standard and setting the bar and what I saw, you know, in Baton Rouge. And so I'm getting recruited and I go down there, and once you get there, not exaggerating at all, it was during this time, you would have 200,000 to 300,000 people outside of the stadium every Saturday. This is not made up. The stadium sits between 90 and 100,000, and everybody is wasted. I'm telling you, like, it's like they are there to watch their Tigers play. They shut the city down. Everybody's in purple and gold. If you're on the visiting team, they don't care if it's your kid, your grandmama, your daddy. You're getting cussed out if you're not a Tiger.
What are they drinking?
Every
moonshine? What's in?
No telling. Beers by the keg. I mean, we got keg stands going. It's gonna be Crown Royal.
Crawfish?
Crawfish,
Bacon,
yeah.
Coors Light.
What's the tailgate?
Coors Light, of course.
For sure. The Rockies are cold. They are. And, I mean, the beer's flowing. It's just it's a shit show. It's like a Mardi Gras, but every Saturday, because this is what everybody in the South is looking forward to.
Now, are they a classy fan? Like, I always, what's the, like, Ole Miss, they all come in like skirts and like.
They're kind of.
Are they like little yuppie?
Your Ole Miss guys are kind of nice and tight, and they're
what are the Baton Rouge people like?
Baton Rouge people have the culture. Yeah. Like, you know, like you looked on our sidelines, we had Lil Boosie on the sidelines, we had Webby on the sidelines. I'm not making this up. Wayne came through, Snoop came through. I mean, you name the stars that wanted to come through and be somewhere. It's lit in Tiger Stadium on Saturday night, bro, and we're playing all Louisiana music. We're going to have the vibes right. I mean, you go there now. I wish y'all boys would come. Gronk took me up on the offer back in the day. That's why I rock with my dog. He came down and saw it when it was.
Yeah.
But now
it's lit.
They have it like a nightclub, bro.
It is. It was wild. I was literally like, good thing I didn't go here for school. I wouldn't be on the New England Patriots. I wouldn't even be in the NFL.
Dude.
I
would have got caught up.
What was it? Was it the bye week or the off week?
It was Super Bowl. It was Super Bowl.
Because
it was your second year in the league, my third year in the league.
Because that's when I was going crazy.
Yes.
I was running.
We were all going crazy.
And I was like, Gronk gave me his word. He's like, Rid, I'll come. And I'm like, yeah. And I knew Gronk liked the party. Gronk got it in. But I always felt, I'm like, Gronk partied hard. He played hard.
When was the first time you partied with Gronk?
First time I partied with Gronk was the first memorable party. We were always partying on the short bus. Before we even had it. The short bus was freaking awesome.
We sure were.
But I wasn't on the short bus.
The first memorable party was, man, we're both we're both in trouble. But I'm just saying, when you had that party at the house,
I had a party at the house.
And it had legit.
It was legit a great atmosphere. It was.
Great atmosphere.
Yes, it was.
See, we once we played out there.
A lot of players there.
Talk about
but the best part about it was like I only knew Rid a little bit, and I just remember like, oh shit, we need some help. Like we need some help here.
We need backup.
Like we need backup. I called Rid and called Rid because I go, Rid. I never know. We never hung out before, but we've been great friends in the locker room, all that. I go, but I need you at my house right now, and I need you to bring all the rookies that you can possibly bring because I need backup.
This is 100% true story. And when you walk in this house, I'm gonna easily say in one house there was 75 to 100 people that I did not know that were not my teammates.
It's when we were a little bit of a
young kids,
young bachelors,
maniacs,
young bachelors,
maniacs,
young bachelors.
What about this ultra trip?
Well,
that was one of the best trips of my life.
That was awesome because that was my first time.
What year was this?
Probably 2012 or 2011, 2012?
2014.
Was it the last year?
It was the same year after I blew out my ACL, MCL. So I blew out my ACL, MCL in like November, I think, of 2013. So it was March of 2014. Because then I came back for the 2014 season and we won the Super Bowl in February of 2015. And I got comeback player of the year that year. So it was March of 2014. We all went down to Miami. We went to Ultra.
Yes.
We had a great group. We had all your friends, all my friends. We had a penthouse in Miami, man.
Yes.
It was just one of the best times. It was the first time we truly got outside of the Boston area.
We did.
And we just took over, man. We were hitting pool parties.
We were in DJ booths. And I just remember us really being... They were giving us the VIP treatment, so we were just bouncing from stage to stage and in the DJ booth. But you look out, and it's like you see these flags from people like all over the world. You remember that? Because it was like when, who was it? Swedish House Mafia was like on their last tour and their last show. And you look out there and you see these flags and these people, and it's like, bro, I guess this is how they look at us on Sundays when we're out there playing and doing our thing. But the atmosphere that it was in Miami was like, that was one of the biggest parties I think I've ever been on. And we ended up migrating from stage to stage, ended up on a yacht somewhere out there and like in Miami. And it's like a typical Miami party that it's everything over the top, but it's so normal down there. But in us being there, bro, it was one of those parties that I'd say it was noted in the books that it was one of the best. It was top because it was a 3 or 4 day banger that we were down there just going crazy, you know.
I mean, outside of all this partying, I just read whenever I'm hanging with you, man, it's always a party. We don't even have to hit the bar anymore. We don't have to go to the club anymore Friday night when we were 23 years old. That's what I love about you, man. You bring the juice every single day, whatever you're doing. You bring the mood up in the room every single time. You just overall just bring that vibe where you just make everyone else feel that vibe as well. And that's why we appreciate you, man. And back in the day, it was going out to Miami and partying and bringing the vibe. But what's so cool, man, is that you haven't changed one bit. Yeah, we're slowing down, we're calming down, but you bring that vibe just here on the podcast. You bring that vibe just playing pool, you know, bring that vibe just going out to a restaurant. That's what I really appreciate about you throughout the whole time of knowing you, man. And just lifting up everyone's spirit, man. It's much appreciated.
Man, I love you, bro.
And you always had really good cool toys. Like Rid was the guy, like on the off day, all the guys would go to Rid's house. He lived up on this area in North Attleboro that had like a fire lane where he had like all these side-by-sides, quads, dirt bikes. He had every fucking toy.
Can I throw it out there?
What?
Can I throw it out there? I find I'm gonna let you keep on with this. I gotta give my people a shout out now, y'all.
Yeah, no doubt.
It took me 13 Polaris to finally sign a deal with Polaris this past year, y'all.
Let's go.
And I tell people all the time, I'm like, if y'all could hear the stories of back in the day on our off days, and here you are telling it, we were just trying to do anything on a Tuesday to get away from the football field for a second.
Yeah.
But we spent many off days on Tuesdays, random Tuesdays, riding the power lines. You know
Power
what I mean?
lines.
Just going. So go ahead, Jules. My bad.
Mansfield power lines. On top of that, Rick got me to buy a Polaris. I think it was 550cc.
Got the Scrambler?
550cc four-wheeler, and then also
Got
a Polaris side-by-side as well.
How much you
I
get?
paid,
You get deals?
I paid it all in cash,
Oh,
too.
yeah. Oh, yeah, you did. 'cause
Right
you
at
took it up
Mom's
there.
on Route 1. Who Ninkovich now owns Mom's, so
Does
shout
he?
out to Ninkovich. Yeah, he's a part owner
Yeah.
of it.
Let's go,
Yeah.
Nico.
So
Hey,
shout out
Nico's
to
got up
Ninkovich
north.
putting some money in his pockets back in the day. He appreciate that.
But dude, it was our life though. I mean, we had to do something. You know, we couldn't get too far because it was a Tuesday. We had to be back at work on Wednesday. But I just remember us riding, and it went from the side by sides and the four wheelers to Jules and Dola ended up on the pit bikes that just retired.
Retired.
About 2 months ago, we finally had to just say that was it.
We threw them out.
Had them, but they lasted what? 12 years? 15 years?
They lasted 15 years, but they lasted 7 drives. We drove them 7 times. We bought them from China. It was like, so they were like cheap, but they were badass.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they're the little Chinese dirt bikes.
They were great.
But like, dude, they were like 125s.
Yeah.
Like they were fun. We would go follow you guys on the trails.
Dude.
You were crazy, bro. It was. Where did this love of all these like? You were basically like Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factor, bro.
Hey, look, that's a goal to meet that guy one day too, because he definitely motivated me coming up. But growing up in Mississippi, deep country, you know, it's a different lifestyle down there. So that's why I became a great athlete, because it was ball, it was hunting and fishing, and it wasn't too much outside of that to do. And now living in California and being blessed and fortunate, we've worked, we got on the side, look where we're at. You know, this guy's got houses in 3 or 4 different states. We can go get entertained whenever we want. Just like, what city do we want to be in today? And we go do. Mississippi, you don't have that luxury. So it's like you have to have a simple life and be thankful for what you got. And we grew up off the land, you know? So if I wasn't shooting and killing shit, you know, I was trying to ride and go fast and race and try to find an adrenaline rush somewhere. And if it wasn't there, then we're on the field working out, trying to get better at the game. So it was like, it wasn't that many options, but once I got out of the South and got up to New England, got to get around y'all boys, made the team. I laughed because as soon as I made some money, I took $14K and went and bought 2 snowmobiles, you know what I mean? And had those. That might have been a bad investment, but hey, look, you know, country boy out the South, what else am I supposed to do? So I got up there and got my snowmobile.
If Under Armour fined you for those Nike spatted cleats, you would have never been able to buy those snowmobiles.
See what I'm talking about? Do you see the connection here?
Oh my God.
So this is the outdoor world has always just been something that's been a part of me, but it's good because not a lot of people get to do it. So it's always fun when you can bring people out,
Hell
they
yeah,
get to see it and experience it, and then it's like you kind of recruit people.
It's just it's crazy for me. This is gonna sound weird, but you were like the first black dude I ever met that had like lifted trucks, rode dirt bikes. You were like Bubba Stewart. I never met dudes
He's
like
the
that.
man.
You
He's
know
the
what I
man.
mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like I it was just crazy to me. You shoot guns, like you hunt.
Yeah.
You were like super. You were like the first country like cool black dude I met that like went to country concerts and stuff.
My guy.
I never met any guys like you before.
I appreciate it.
Because
I
they don't have
appreciate
that
it.
in Cali. It's a little different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't have that in Buffalo, New York either.
That's what I said. You come out the South, man.
We
You
were
know,
city slickers.
Rock the boots, you know, we like 4x4s and jacked up trucks, but it's just, man, it's country living at the end of the day. But I tell people all the time, and I can humbly say this, man, I'm a unicorn, you know, and I couldn't leave the house as a kid any kind of way. I grew up in a house full of women. They were always on me about my fits. Like it had to match. You had to be, you know, presentable. They didn't let you do. So even though I'm from the country, my parents raised me to have like some style and some swag to it, but I never got away from my roots, man. So like I always wanted to just make a grip of money so I could go back and buy a piece of property where I could just shoot mallards all day and invite my boys down to come and shoot, because it's a competition deal. It's like in my dream, I would have me like a driving range out there for 100 yards where I could hit golf balls, and then you turn around on the backside and we might be shooting skeet, you know what I mean? But it's all good, fun competition, but that's just that's the country boy dream, man. So that's where it came from. That's the Mississippi roots in your boy, man.
It was sick.
Well, all the way from Mississippi out here to LA in the Hollywood world. Oh. What about that race with Kevin Hart back in the day? About what it was a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
You raced Kevin Hart, didn't you? I forgot about that.
How did that come about? And didn't he like pull his abdominal
Did he really
muscle?
think he was gonna get you?
Like, he thought he had a chance versus Kid Rid.
If
You
y'all,
don't challenge Kid Rid. I can tell you that. I don't care who you are.
Tubby though? Is that what it was?
What happened?
I was a little thicker. And we were at a party in the backyard. And Kev is like everybody says, you meet the stars. I met him in person a few times. Kev doesn't really change up too much, you know, like he's gonna talk his shit and poke his fun, but he was just on one that day. Like he just wanted to race me and kept like poking at me here and there, but all in good fun. And then he finally just came up to me and was like, man, we gonna do this or not? I said, bro, you're wearing fucking Crocs, man. Get out of my face talking about racing. He was like, no, I'm serious. I'm an Olympic swimmer. He's like, believe it or not, I raced Michael Phelps in the pool. Like I can do that too, but I watched him, bro. Like on the basketball court, he was betting money, shooting around the horn, like going around the arch.
Yeah.
He was hitting shots.
Oh, so he's athletic.
He's small, but he's a big athlete. I'll give it to him. And then he's got big confidence. You know?
And he got a lot of money, so he probably hired a lot of coaches and shit too now.
He got big confidence.
Bro, and then, let me tell you how he got me. He looked at me and he was like, if you think you can get me, he was like, would you bet the house on it? Going back to having big money. Way more money than I got. I'm like, what house are we talking about betting here, Kev? No, I'm not betting my house on racing you, who you are how many hundreds of millions in your pocket, don't have a job, you work out every day. I don't know what you got going on. If you're saying you're this fast and you're pressing me for freaking 30 minutes straight, I'm sitting over here kind of wondering, like, what do you have? You know what I mean? I haven't run full speed since I left the Steelers. But I'm not going to let short guy talk me out of this right now. So I said, let's go. And I told him, I was like, we're going outside. He said, my shoes are in the truck. I said, perfect. So we went outside, got down. You know, your boy had to stretch a little bit.
Yeah, you do dynamic?
Laced up. Oh, yeah, bro. Laced up the shoes, tied them tight, stretched the hammies a little bit. And, you know, I got down in the 4-point stance. I'm in business. So,
so you went three, what do you mean 4 point? You went track daddy?
Track daddy, bro.
Both hands down?
Both hands down. Kev was sitting up there, standard, stagger stance.
You knew? Did you know?
You know, my get out's lethal. I can't get past 50 yards, but
what are you guys racing?
Yeah.
40. Oh, 40. So that's why I was like, all right, let's see what he's got. But we got out there and Kev was trying. He wasn't moving. And when I tell you he was running, we ran the first one and he accused me of jumping. Said I jumped off sides, gapped him 2 or 3 links. He wanted to run it back again. And when he ran it back again, that's when the blowout happened. And it was like a freaking sniper was on the roof. You know what we're saying when that hamstring grabs you?
Dude, those are not, I'm not laughing.
You just said,
Bro, hey. And
that's what it sounds like.
When it grabbed him, dog, you just saw it in his face. I mean, and in his defense, tore the hammy, tweaked the groin.
Oh, he tore the hammy as well?
And tore a lower ab.
Oh, man.
He was going. That means he was trying.
I just thought it was a lower.
That means he was trying.
I thought he only tore a lower ab.
No.
It was a groin, hammy, and lower ab.
And lower ab. So, and that was on the second one. So that's why we said we were out there drinking tequila, having a good time. And next thing you know, we went to the street.
You guys are over 36. You can't be sprinting on tequila.
Bro. Bad idea all the way around.
All the way.
All the way around.
So what was the bet? You get anything?
I didn't, bro. I didn't have it in me to bet the house, as Kev said. I didn't. But
scared money don't make money.
It don't. It don't.
Scared money don't make money.
And I probably should have taken that bet, but when you haven't opened up your gate in years, that's scary.
It is. So you were a little worried as well.
Oh, a lot of worry.
Yeah.
I was a lot worried. And I was drinking too. So you're dehydrated. We know how that goes. We
Yeah, but
partied
when
and played
you're
a lot
drinking,
back in the day.
sometimes like everything's activated, like you're good to go.
This is
and
it
you
right
know
here.
you have like 2 sprints in you as well.
What
lubed
party
up
are you guys
Before
at?
it, yeah, you're lubed up before it all goes on you.
Dog.
And it worked, man. It worked in your favor.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
what party is this?
Well, the party was actually Boss, who is Kevin's trainer. And Boss actually owns a gym, Just Train, over in Chatsworth, where my girl works.
Oh, wow.
Boss and Kevin have had a relationship for like 20-something years, like forever.
Jim.
So Boss's birthday was at his house, and he was throwing a house party there. And so everybody just pulled up.
That's pretty cool. Kev came through.
What's the name
Kev
of
pulled
the
up.
gym?
Yeah. The name of the gym is Just Train.
All right.
And it's Just Train over in Chatsworth. And if you're looking for a good gym, man, good people, good energy, great vibes, they get it in over there
they
Monday
do.
through Friday.
We've done a few workouts there.
They really do. It's
Great atmosphere.
It's a fun place to go and train, and because every time you go to the gym, you don't feel like getting it in.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to go in there, and the people, the energy lifts you. So
Get you
need that.
going. Look at that form, man. Look at that form. Little lean. You got the high knees going.
Drive phase, man.
Yeah. Rid, you still got it, my man. You'll always have it.
I can't say that now.
The power. That's your game. The explosiveness
kinda
right
with
off the
you, though.
start.
Nah.
Really, he was kind of with you.
He was a couple steps behind the whole
Right,
time.
he kind of with, but you had stride on him, so he would never catch you. But he was kind of with you at first.
The first 10, bro.
He was with you. He's like,
You were rolling.
I'll take anybody for the first 10. You know that. But after
you ain't
that,
getting me.
if I'm in front of you in the
I will
first 10, I got a
smoke you.
chance.
I will smoke you in the first 10.
Jules, you
no,
can't even
Jules.
move your neck.
I will
know.
fucking.
Right
You
now,
look like
you.
Frankenstein.
I will smoke you in the first 10.
See?
I had a good 10 and a 22. I had
Jules,
a
this
2,
is
5,
you right
20.
now. Oh, you're like a robot, and you're telling freaking K-Rid you're gonna smoke
Give
him.
me 6 weeks.
Give him
6
6
weeks,
Kev said
6
the same
months.
thing. Look,
Yeah.
fresh off of IR, we hadn't played a snap in
hurt
how many
my
years?
man. Look at him.
And look where we're at, man.
Well, you know it's gonna be bad. Anytime somebody starts off by saying, well, it's bad. Ladies and gentlemen, the age
He's
40
so
is
funny.
real. To all my men, women out there that are 40 years old and above, it's not a game. Respect that age. Respect that age. Or that age will make you respect it. I was just forced to respect it. This is just a public service announcement because I know people may see me out. And I don't want you to be alarmed, but I'm in a wheelchair. Yeah. I'm in a wheelchair. Why? Well, because I tried to jump out there and do some young stuff. Try to go out there and do some young man stuff, and I was told to sit my ass down. Shouts out to Stephen Wiley. I'm gonna go to put this story out there before you
Wait,
do.
Stephen what?
Me and
Stephen
Stephen
Wiley?
we got into a little debate. The debate was based off of who was faster. Those that know me know I'm pretty fast. Stephen said, Kev, ain't no way you gonna beat me. Stephen is an ex NFL running back, played for the New England Patriots. Very good guy. I said, Steve, you can bet it. He said, bet. I said, bet. We get out there, we go run the 40-yard dash. 40-yard dash. Guys, I blew all my shit. Tore my lower abdomen. My abductors are torn. I don't even know what that is, but I tore them. I tore those two. I can't walk.
He's funny.
Sit my ass down.
Hey,
What are we competing for at this age? Why are we, like, what am I doing? Why did I even race? Got to be the stupidest man alive. It is what it is, man.
While he's rolling.
bro. And I have to say with him, Kevin, you never know if he's joking or
I know.
serious, right?
Mm-hmm.
So after the race, when he said that he tore his shit, I didn't know if he was like embarrassed and leaving because he didn't want to be there, because we raced twice and he got beat. But when he said these words to me, I knew he wasn't playing. He was like, no, I need to go to the doctor. He was like, everything is hot. I was like, oh, he ain't playing around, you know, because you know how it is. If you tear a muscle, you get that,
Dude, it's you feel it. It's bleeding.
bro. So when he said that everything's hot, he hopped in the car. His wife had to ride with him, and they left the party. But they left, and like the next day, he was in the wheelchair, and I'm just like, I felt bad, but it's like, bro,
You gotta respect the age.
Respect
like,
the
as
age.
you said.
get off the tequila, man. Get off the tequila.
Maybe
Tequila's bad,
maybe
dude.
we shouldn't race in 6 weeks.
You ever get hyped for a rooftop hang and then the speaker dies 5 minutes in? Yeah, that'll kill a vibe. But hey, choose chill and crack open a Coors Light. We grabbed an empty cup, popped in a phone, and boom, DIY surround sound. Not perfect, but the vibe stayed high. The first cold sip, straight up clutch. Coors Light is a mountain cold refreshment, crisp and refreshing as the Colorado Rockies. So when things go sideways, embrace a chill mindset and make the most the times you choose chill. Choose Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/GWN. That's CoorsLight.com/GWN. Coors Brewing Company. Golden, Colorado beer. Celebrate responsibly.
Let's jump into the dude that Stevan Ridley wanted to break down. Set the clock. Let's get our AI synopsis.
So let's explain to Rid kind of what we do here on our show, Dudes on Dudes. We talk usually about a dude or two or three each episode, Rid, and we break him down. We talk about his game for about 10 minutes, what type of player he was. But overall, after the 10 minutes, we try to put
Label
each
him.
guy and label him into a category of what type of dude they are. And there's 5 different categories that you can label them. One is dog. The other
is a stud.
is a stud.
There's a whiz, a dude's dude, and a freak.
Yes.
Whiz being a guy that is innovative. This guy's brilliant. He's revolutionized something. A freak being a Randy Moss dude. That's just this doesn't.
That
he
just
just
looks like a freak.
Doesn't look like a fucking.
DK Metcalf
Doesn't
on the
look like
Pittsburgh
a-
Steelers
that's
now.
not- he doesn't
Looks like
human.
a freak of nature.
A stud is someone who's had the pedigree his whole life. He's supposed to be that guy.
Like a Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow,
Guys
Peyton
Studley,
Manning.
yeah.
You know, guys that were first overall draft pick, Heisman guy. You know what I mean? They
Bend
were always
him
the
and
guy.
steal him. Okay.
A dog is a
Looks great.
motherfucker that has been self-motivated. It's motivated, had to maybe go the long road, but always like physically, mentally fucking tough. Will bite your face off. Not liked by many people, but fucking respected by everyone.
Yeah.
And then you got the dude's dude who's like a glue guy in the locker room. The guy in the locker room that was, you know, a vibe guy. He knew how to be a great leader. He was the guy that would cool the room when it needed to be cool, but light it up if it needed to be lit up.
Yeah.
So now let's get on to the AI synopsis of the guy, of the dude.
We're supposed to be talking.
That we'll be talking about that Ridley picked here today. Standing at 6'1" and weighing 220 pounds, this dominant running back was selected 7th overall in the 2007 NFL draft, the year I graduated from high school. He grew up in Palestine, Texas, and starred at Oklahoma, where he set an NCAA freshman rushing record and was a Heisman finalist. He holds the NFL single-game rushing record with 296 yards and was named 2012 NFL MVP after nearly breaking the single-season rushing record. He went on to play 15 seasons in the NFL for 7 different teams. Let's get on Adrian Peterson.
Jesus.
And Rid, what's the first thing? Let's get his headshot. Oh yeah, first we need Rid's headshot up here, man. I forgot about you, man. Thank you about the headshot. I didn't forget about you. I forgot about the headshot. So let's get your big ass up there, and let's get this smooth criminal Adrian Peterson up here as well.
Put those side by side.
One of the best running backs to play the game. But what's the first thing you think of Adrian Peterson? Why did you pick him?
I think of AP. I remember everybody calling him AD all day, AP. And I just remember him in Oklahoma.
Oh, my
You
God.
know, when I was coming up playing ball, I'm watching this guy run in Oklahoma, and I just remember as a running back, like how aggressive, downhill, and violent he ran. Like you just didn't want to be in his way. And so as a running back, that's what jumped out to me on his film, and I always kind of like to say I tried to pattern my game after that. Like I just wanted to be somebody that you didn't want to tackle for 4 quarters. And AP was really that guy. I think for the years that he was on in college and the pros, when he was healthy, he was electric, man. He was electric.
Have you guys ever hung out?
I've bumped shoulders with him a few times.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine who was real close with AP.
Yeah.
And I think it was my second year after I ran for a lot of yards. He got AP to sign something and has a picture, and it's still in my house to this day because that was my favorite running back. And he actually signed it and gave it to me. But no, I hadn't had a chance to sit and kick it with AP for a period of time. I'd love to do that, though, just to pick his brain because he set the bar back in the day, I'd have to say. He was
Like
he was it.
explain how dominant he was at Oklahoma.
I think back to those days, what was like Reggie Bush was kind of doing his thing.
Reggie was
Reggie was
arguably the best football player in college football history.
But both of them same position, two night and day different running backs, right?
1,000%.
So when I think of AP was that guy that really just wore a defense down. Like you knew, everybody knew in the ballpark he was getting the rock, and you couldn't stop him. So for a running back to really have that dominance as long as he did, and then people know that he's the stud, he's the man that they have to stop for that game, and they couldn't stop him for how many years? 15 in college and 15 in the pros and 4 in college. That's 2 decades right there. So for me, I tip my hat and I say, it's hard to say who's better.
What are the few traits that makes him so good in your eyes?
His explosiveness. His explosiveness, him being able to finish a run, and then the physicality he played with.
And I could tell that, he definitely was your favorite running back because that's kind of the way that you molded your game as well, Rid. You were explosive off the line of scrimmage. You were a physical guy. It was hard to take you down. You plowed through defenders. Not one guy was tackling you, just like Adrian Peterson. So that's cool, man. That's really cool that you get to look up to him and mold your game after him as well. And now we're here talking about him here on Dudes on Dudes.
Well, what's your... You said 2 unbelievable running backs in college football, and you could argue in both. In pro, certainly AD, Reggie had a really good career as well. But college football Mount Rushmore of running backs.
Reggie's up there top for sure.
But what's the Mount Rushmore? You get 4. Top 4.
Top 4 in college?
All time.
Ooh. That I watch. So I'm gonna go Reggie.
Reggie's up there.
I'm gonna say AP. Already said those 2. I will go. I was younger, but I remember watching these boys down in Miami. Willis McGahee. Remember Willis McGahee?
You're going McGahee,
and
right?
Clinton Portis.
This is junior year.
You're going Clinton Portis too. That's your 4 right there.
I don't know if that'd be the, but like.
What about Barry Sanders, who won a Heisman?
That was before Barry was a little bit before my time. Like he was there, but it's like, who did I watch?
So we're talking your era.
Like my era that
Ricky Williams.
That was the next guy I was about to say. Ricky was nasty in Texas, man.
I mean, Ricky Williams was a fucking load.
Yeah. So when I think of backs like that, and even Cedric Benson, y'all remember him back in the day? These were the guys that I watched. So when I see the game now, it's like, to be a running back, you got to be like a 5th or 6th receiver, catching the rock out the backfield. Well, back when I was coming up, we're banging it out with linebackers that are 250, 260.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you had to be a bull. And when I think of a bull and dogs in between the tackles, Reggie did something that no back can do. AP. I would have Ricky up there as well. I would. And who we going for the 4th? I would say go McGahee, man. When McGahee was
nasty.
McGahee was
towards
tough,
ACL though, remember?
He did. They did. I tore mine twice. I kind of look at guys that have to dig deep and come back. We know what it takes.
College. So you have who?
Reggie. AP. Ricky Williams. I'd say either that McGahee or Clinton Portis. Both of those boys were people
you gotta
I
pick one.
love. Let's go McGahee then.
All right.
Let's go
So
McGahee.
these are the Mount Rushmores of Stevan Ridley. People that he watched at running back.
Yes. Pattern my game off of, watch film.
Yeah.
Before I was even watching film, these are guys I was looking at like I want to be like that when I get older.
That's a solid 4.
AP, dude, he ran for 2,000 yards after an ACL. He was 8 months out. Okay, it's not human.
No.
That's like not. That was like I remember that being the first time someone came back that fast after the ACL and had success.
Production.
He was legit. Probably like it's kind of like when the first person to break the 4-minute mile, and then after that, 17 people did it in that very next year, but no one in the feet of time could beat it until that one person. And right after that, a year later, 15 or whatever amount of people beat it because someone did it. It's first time someone went 8 months. Now that's the standard.
That's standard. Yeah. Because it is an ACL recovery. Blew it out is normally a 9-month recovery. You know what I mean?
I didn't feel good until 18.
And it takes time, but some guys come back and do it a little quicker. But for him at the running back position, and then how he was dominating before the ACL, and then came back and did that the very next year, That'll never happen again, man. Because they literally put the load on him right fresh off surgery. Most times they try to slow play you and let you come on back and get healthy. Back in the day, they were like, hey, P, feed him. You know what I mean? So he was.
I mean, he tears his ACL. He tore it in December.
Wow. Late
Comes back and gets 2,097 yards, 13 touchdowns, 6.3 a carry, 9 months after ACL, MCL.
And he's the last running back to win MVP.
Which is rightful.
Still?
Yeah.
Still.
Off of that season.
Off of that season. I mean, if anyone was going to do it, it would be Saquon this year.
There's
last year.
One trait as well that we haven't talked about, and it's his vision. He can see down the field. He can see defenders coming at him, make them miss. That's what makes him such a great running back as well, as long
strength
with his physical traits and his strength, obviously. But he runs upright, which is what you really don't see out of a running back, and that's what you're not taught growing up as a kid. It's always have your shoulders down,
have your pads over your
down.
knees,
pads over your knees. He runs straight upright, but he's such a physical freak of nature that when a guy's come at him and he's so fluid, he can just put his pads down at the last second and. The defender wasn't expecting that. And that's what gives him that little advantage of the unexpectancy of him putting his pads down and lowering his shoulder and just trucking the guy in front of him. And that's why he was so hard to tackle as well, because he can run upright, have the vision, be able to get in full speed stride, but then have the athleticism of being able to juke and just put his pads down faster than you've seen anyone else do it at the running back position.
He was a freaking, to me, it was just like a horse out of a stable, bro. He just like his gait and how aggressive he really used to run. And like you say, most running backs, that's what they want you. They want you, tucked down and low. But AP was like, man, you let him out the gate, it's a home run. You know what I mean? And if you come to him, you're getting punished. But he was the guy.
Week 8, 2007 versus San Diego Chargers. Minnesota wins 35-17. Adrian Peterson rushes 30 times for 296 yards.
In the league.
3 touchdowns, broke off a 61-yarder, and beat the previous record holder by Jamal Lewis, who had a 295-yard game in 2003, which I remember that game when he was with the Ravens. Like, that's insane.
30 touches in the NFL, y'all. When do you see that now, y'all?
I wonder how many touches he for a while, averaged during his career.
20 plus.
I'm talking throughout a whole season.
I would say by the game, I would say AP was probably touching it when he was really rolling back in the day. He was getting that ball 15 to 25 times a game.
You don't see that much often.
Ever.
Now.
Ever.
You got a lot of these 2-back systems. Which you got to keep the guys healthy.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
And for him to do it how he did, but that's where we look at it, it's like, man, if we had, going back to us playing back in the day, we would have to have a serious injury to our offense, tight end down, 2 of our receivers down, that we really have to lean on the run game where somebody's going to really get the ball 20 to 30 times a game. You'd always rotate it, try to keep a guy fresh, try to prolong your team and keep us healthy going to the back end. But that's that old school ball that we grew up watching. That's how the running backs had to get it out. Back in the day, it was 20 to 30 carries, and you owed the team 100 to 150 yards.
Look at how many carries he had throughout right there. Those are all the carries his years. 238 carries, 363 carries, 314 carries, 283 carries, 208 carries, 348 carries, 279 carries, got banged up, 21 carry season, 327 carries. And then it starts getting a little, But look at how that's a lot of carries.
But look, those first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's say the first 9 years. Look at those numbers. And that's in how many games? That's a how many game season too?
16. He's toting.
Hello.
That, like you said, he's a stabled horse.
Hello, bro. And he was that guy. I mean, everybody wanted to be. If you wanted to be a power back, that's who you were watching. I mean, it was. He did things that nobody else could do in the game.
I was in Pittsburgh my senior year when he was drafted, top 10 into the NFL. And I would go to the, other high schools when we were playing basketball into their arenas, and everyone was wearing an Adrian Peterson jersey. Even being in Pittsburgh with the Steelers there. I've seen an Adrian Peterson jersey at least 10 different other places that I was playing at, there would be like 1 or 2 kids in the crowd with an Adrian Peterson
AP jersey,
AP jersey on. That just shows, well, what type of player he was. Even in the Steel City, people were representing AP because that's how big of a beast he was as a player. He was the NFL at one point.
Yes.
He really was. He was the face of the NFL, and it was like everyone wanted to be a running back too as well when he was in his prime coming out of college and in the NFL.
Remember at the Fiesta Bowl against Boise State with the Statue of Liberty game where Boise beat them?
Is that when Boise State?
And then that's when Boise State. Yeah, they
beat
the
Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, that's
the play.
Yeah,
I remember that play.
And the guy remember the running back.
He
proposed to his girlfriend right after.
Yes. I do remember that, but I didn't realize
AP had 2 tugs in that. I mean, he was a monster at Oklahoma. We got to determine what kind of dude this guy is. All right, Rid, your guest out of the types of dudes we have. What kind of dude is Adrian Peterson? Is he a stud? Is he a freak? Is he a dog? Is he a whiz? Or is he a dude's dude, and why?
I mean, yeah, he's a stud, freak, and dog and all that. But, Rid, you can only pick one category that he represents the most.
Okay. I'm going to have to say, you got to give him that purple, man. He's a freak, man. He's a freak. He's a once in a generation player. I mean, he really is.
Why?
Because I don't think you're going to see as many people with the breakaway and the physicality and do it for the duration that he did it, college and pro, with that label on his back. And everybody knew it. Like, name somebody else who was that dominant, college and pros. We just saw it for 10 years. We know he did it 4 years in college. And had the ACL, came back the next year, and dude, like, come on,
That's
man.
a freak.
That's a freak, bro.
And on top of it, looks like a freak of nature, too. I mean, his biceps are just popping out of his arms.
Mannequin.
Freaking veins just all over the place. 6-pack.
He's a freak.
Chiseled chest. Chiseled legs as well.
You
just
don't
the quads
want
are
those
defined everywhere.
problems.
That's a freak of nature.
You
right
don't
there.
want that.
So, on 3, Gronk, 1, 2, 3, freak.
Freak.
You know him. You love him. The big guy with the red tie is back in the all-new Donkey Kong Bonanza game on Nintendo Switch 2 system.
In this brand new DK adventure, he's teaming up with talented singer Pauline as they explore a wild underground world.
He can punch through walls, carve tunnels, and rip up chunks of terrain on his non-stop quest for golden bananas.
Unleash your inner Kong in Donkey Kong Bonanza, available now. Rated 10 and up, only on Nintendo Switch 2. Game and system sold separately.
Now let's get into the chillest dude of the week, brought to you by our favorite beer, Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/dudes and celebrate responsibly. This week's chillest dude of the week is
Stevan Ridley.
Heck yeah.
And
Let's go, man.
And we're gonna ask Ridley, Rid,
No,
Kid
I'm down with
Rid,
that. Thank you,
our
sir.
patented system of questions to see what type of dude you are.
Well, let's give a cheers to Rid real quick.
Where's our notepads?
Rid, thanks for
Cheers.
being here on Dudes on Dudes.
Thank you for having me, boys.
Not a problem. Wonderful stories.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
All right, and we're going to be asking Rid our patented system of questions to see what kind of dude he is. We already know he's a dog, though. We know he's a stud.
We don't know yet.
But,
we don't know yet.
We're going to ask him the questions to really determine and stamp it just what exactly he is.
All right.
You
we
ready?
don't know what you are.
You ready for this, Rid?
Let's go.
Let's go. Hold on.
What
Let
we
me
got?
get my notes. I got to take some notes.
Are there any wrong answers, or you
I
just
got
got
some
to?
questions for you now, okay? I got some questions. All right, here we go. Jules, are you starting it off, or you want me to ask the first question?
I'll start it off.
You start it off.
Steven, did you wear flip-flops in the shower?
No.
So you got some nasty feet.
I got to take care of my dogs, dude. I do have to do that. Get pedicures now. Yeah.
So you went bare knuckle berry in the shower at work always.
Bro, I ran barefoot at home in the grass, in the fields, in the
All right,
river.
all right,
Barefoot, bro. I was barefoot.
He's a quick
Connects
hitter.
with nature.
Yeah, he connects with nature.
All right, who's the most famous person in your phone?
You might be up there, bro.
I ain't up there.
I say you, Kev.
Yeah, one person. He's way more famous than me, Kev.
Kevin
so-
Hart's pretty famous.
So you
Who's
can
up?
already
Kev-
erase
Kev-
me.
I said Kev or Tom
erase me
Brady.
out.
Kev or Tom?
Kev or Kev?
You probably don't have Brady's new phone number though, so it's got to be Kev.
Yeah, it's
then.
gotta be Kev.
I hadn't talked to
Tom's
Tom.
got a new phone number.
It's Kev. It's Kev.
All right, yeah, for sure. Kev. I said
Process of elimination.
For
All
sure.
right. What sports did you play in high school and position of each?
Sports. Start with football. Everywhere.
Football everywhere.
Basketball, I was a power forward.
B-ball.
No jump shot. Great first step. We're going to score.
Oh, so B-ball, football player on the court.
Power forward. And then we say,
Power forward.
this ass over here. And then we go baseball, I played catcher. And pitcher.
Baseball.
You an athlete.
What'd you hit in the lineup?
3, bro.
Okay, 3. Oh, 3-hitter.
Keep
3-hitter.
us alive until they wanted me to clean it up. They put me back at 4.
3-hitter.
You get on base.
Get on base and we
Nah,
still in.
he's putting things in.
And then track.
Oh, track guy too.
Track.
Yeah.
4-sport athlete.
Track, 100, 200, 4x1, 4x2, through the shot put.
Okay.
Dang.
All right, well, that's it.
So baseball, football, basketball, track. That was pretty much it.
All right. Thank
Pretty
you.
much it.
Next question.
What was the song on your high school highlight reel?
Oh, Throw It Up by Little John and the East Side Boys, man.
Bro,
Can you sing a little bit of it?
Throw it up, mother. Throw it up. Throw it up, mother.
motherfucker.
Throw it up.
Throw it up, motherfucker.
Throw it up. Yeah. If you
Okay.
scared
That's
to
a good
throw
one.
it up, get the out the club. If you scared to throw it up, get the Hey, that was that banger. Lil Jon back in the day had his hype, man.
Lil
So
Jon.
many bangers.
Shoot.
Low key bangers.
Screaming the whole time.
What star recruit were you out of high school?
I was a 4-star.
4-star.
Linebacker, outside linebacker. Jules, I was coming for you, man. Line up in that slot. I don't know about Robbie G. I wouldn't want to see Robbie
Wait,
G.
you were
over
a
there,
4-star linebacker? Not even running back? You were recruited as a linebacker to go to LSU?
The only school that offered me a running back, boys, was LSU and the University of Southern Mississippi. Everybody else wanted me as an outside linebacker.
For real?
Sideline to sideline.
Oh, man. I didn't know this about you.
On the edge.
4-star.
I've known you for over 10 years and I didn't even know that.
Defense.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, I played outside
Killer
linebacker.
instincts, I bet you had.
Man, I just see ball, get ball.
That's killer instincts.
Make some tackles.
See ball,
Yeah.
get ball.
Yeah.
See ball.
How many college offers did you get?
Hit.
Man, I will say 4 that mattered. I sent out 3 highlight films and never thought in a million years, I'll say this humbly, I never thought in a million years I'd go Division I. Sent out 3 highlight films to the 3 closest D1 schools of Natchez, Mississippi, which was Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and LSU. All 3 coaches came to my single-A private school and came to visit and said they wanted me to play. I went to LSU to be a Tiger.
There you go. What was your college GPA?
Low. We were playing football, bro.
Low.
Great answer.
Playing.
That's the Tiger experience. You better have a low
Football.
GPA. Because if it's high, that means you ain't playing. You ain't a starter.
Have your priorities right,
Yes.
sir. We were focused on ball, okay? That's what it was.
What was your first car and what do you drive now?
Oh, dope. My first car was a 1987 Nissan hard body pickup truck, 5-speed. My grandpa's truck had some little chrome D's on it. Drove that from the first ever vehicle. Learned how to drive a stick shift.
Chrome D's on
I
it.
meant, what was your first
Just
car
bought a
provided
Cadillac.
by LSU? It's just messing with you, Red.
A Ford F-250.
Ford F-250.
And what am I driving today? A Ford F-350. Platinum, bro. We ain't-
Lifted. Thing is lifted through the roof with like 28s on it.
Monster truck tires.
Big trucks, man. Big trucks, 4x4s only over here, man.
What was your first endorsement deal?
First endorsement deal had to be Under Armour.
Under
I
Armour.
think it was Under Armour.
We go back to the freaking Cleat story now.
Remember that with the boots, man. You always just say I had boxing boots on when I was running.
Yeah, you look like some Superman shoes.
It's Cam Newton,
Look like
and
wrestling
me.
shoes. This guy was wearing wrestling shoes, like Hulk Hogan, up to here boots.
Boots, little two-tone, brought in.
Don't make me laugh. It hurts.
What's the square root of 144?
144 would be 14 or 12.
12.
12.
Ooh.
One of 'em.
All right, you corrected yourself really quick,
corrected
so we'll give it to you.
Describe your locker.
Clean. It was clean. Had the boom box. Had the tunes.
Did have the boom box.
Organized. Lots of cleats, so for sure.
Name a player you modeled your game after, and it can't be AP because we already know that. Another player.
Beast mode, Marshawn
Beast
Lynch.
mode.
Okay.
Love beast mode.
That would have been he would have been, if I watched him in college, he would have easily been on the Mount Rushmore.
You want to know why? You know where he's from?
NorCal.
He from that dirty, stupidity doo skitty scap Bay.
That Bay area. Hey, that
Come on, dog.
from the Bay.
That's my guy.
Nah, he is. He's another goat over there.
Skiggity scat. One and only E40. The Bay.
Hey,
That's
but
my guy.
Marshawn.
Marshawn, I keep on thinking, looking over here. I haven't looked at the camera once, I don't think. I can't move my neck.
Oh, dude.
If you weren't a pro athlete, what would you be?
Truck driver.
Truck driver. Yep. It's all this is
Staying true to your roots, bro.
Keep it 1,000, man.
What position group outside your own did you hang out with the most?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. I'd have to say the defense, though, because I was kicking it with Jamie a little bit. High, so, but I said
Well, those are your guys because you were a linebacker in high school.
Well, I would say,
Also, you guys play against each other a lot in practice.
yeah, like we kind of one-on-ones, you kind of go against them. So I'd say the linebackers, pretty good bit.
All right. If a fight breaks out at practice, what are you doing?
Depends, man. Fight breaks out in practice, we gotta, figure out what it is. But gotta figure out how hard we're going.
Analyze the situation first.
No, he's going in. Depends on who it is.
Gotta figure out how hard we're going.
All right. Say a fight breaks out at practice. Someone
Offensive defense.
offense versus defense.
Yeah, excuse my language. Fuck them. I mean, we're riding with our side until we
see,
squash
we're all
them.
out.
He's running to the
I
fire.
like that.
Running to the fire.
I like that.
Running.
All right, let's speed it up a little bit. These ones we can go
fire.
through. We can go through these ones pretty quick. How much can you bench?
Bench was, I think the most I ever bench was it 345?
345. Not that strong.
No.
That's strong for a running back.
No, I wasn't.
That's not
Low end. I wasn't. I was
lower
like,
end. You could squat probably. Have you ever been fined, and for what, and how much?
come on, Jules. Is that a real question?
Yeah, we ask all the contestants.
I've ever
And
been
we ask
fined
everyone.
multiple times. I got fined for my jumpsuits. I got fined for my moon boots. I got fined for my visor. I got fined for my cleats. Got fined for everything. Conduct detrimental with bill. I got fined for shooting a pistol on camera. I got fined a lot, a whole lot.
He's been fined.
He was fined.
Shit.
Wait.
Fat camp. Yes, I definitely got fined.
So Ridley has been fined.
I had to get
All right,
down, bro.
this is definitely shaping up to what I think you are.
Oh, it's already in my head
Yeah.
what type of dude Rid is.
This last book you read,
Last book I read probably the Bible, man.
Bible,
All right.
Try to get in there.
biblical man.
What was your fastest 40 time?
I'd say the fastest 40 time I read would have to be probably a 4.57, man. I never could get under that 4.55.
4.57.
I was like a 4.57, 4.58 guy. I was a high 4.5 guy.
All right, and then last two. What was the first thing you bought when you got your money?
A Camaro that I still have today.
A suited up Camaro.
The thing
suit.
souped up. It's
Yeah.
like, it looks like the Batmobile for anyone.
It
if
really
you see
does.
a fucking Batmobile looking Camaro, it's definitely Ridley.
I pulled in. Day one, Tom told me, Rid, save your money, man. And I still have the car right now today. And it's in
Tom said
Cali.
that?
As soon as he saw it, he
Could
said,
have been like,
"Rid,
Tom, if I go bankrupt, man, you can back me up,
You
though.
got me?
You got plenty. You got plenty of bricks.
he got me. He looked at me and said, Rid, just save your money. I said, okay, Tom. Another supercharger.
And then the last question.
Oh. How do you eat your steak?
Ha ha. And there's no shame in me with this one. Well done. I like a light bit of pink in my meat.
That's what I'm talking
But, like,
about.
Not bloody.
Give me
I
some
can't
nuts.
do like
I'm on the same
No.
page.
You
No.
like fork and knife?
with my steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if it's like a bone-in ribeye? Are you taking the
Bone
bone
in
in?
rib.
Are you?
I'm gonna eat everything off the bone. The
So
sweet
you
meat's
using
on the
your hands?
bone,
With
bro.
your hands?
Hell yeah,
Okay,
clean it.
okay, good.
That's
Use-
what's
use
up.
hands.
Clean it.
All right, let's.
Well, we got to analyze your answers, Red. We'll be right back.
All right.
We're going to be right here, but we'll be right back to tell you
Take your time.
what we have came up with in a conclusion of what type of dude you are.
So he's been fined a lot.
Yeah, he doesn't listen to the rules.
Doesn't listen to the
And when
rules.
you-
Doesn't care about it.
Yeah, it doesn't. And you can tell him 50 times what the rules are, and he'll still do it.
And he doesn't wear flip-flops in the shower. It's disgusting.
And he
doesn't
plays
care
all
about
sports,
hygiene.
all sports. He doesn't care as long as he's getting his energy out.
It's Coors Light cooler.
4-star.
4-star, but he does eat a
Always
steak.
leave a
All right.
souvenir.
Absolute
Oh,
dog.
all right.
There's no doubt about it. He's a dog. That's what I had the whole time.
All right. We got it.
On 3.
It was
It was pretty easy.
Yeah, it was easy.
One-
It was unanimous.
Unanimous.
Yes. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Dog. Yeah.
You're relentless. You are motivated. You're physically and mentally tough.
You don't give a fuck what people really
Yes.
care about. Like you walk into showers when everyone is wearing flip-flops because it's sanitary and you go barefooted.
Not soft.
You can be told what the rules are, but you're still going to do your own thing.
You're going to be fined a lot of money, but it's okay
Yeah.
because your swag will always be up.
Yes.
We're going to make it back.
And you love to play any sport out there. You played 4 in high school. You just love to get
Exactly.
You just love to get your energy out.
For
No matter what
sport
it is.
athlete,
Yeah,
those are dogs.
You gotta do it.
If you're doing all of it, that's dog shit. You know?
Yeah. You gotta. And we say I think all your best athletes never really focused on one sport anyway, right?
Yeah, and it doesn't even know his GPA.
It was low.
It was low.
Balling,
That's
all.
a dog.
balling.
He went to school for one reason, and that was to be a dog.
But you know how to eat. You know how to eat.
Knows how to eat. We'll eat, but the fact that you don't eat the steak with your full hands like the whole time is why you transferred to running back. Now I get it. Linebackers and crazy dudes, they eat their steak with their fucking hands.
I would just pick it up and go at it.
Yeah, like when we went to a restaurant in New York with Rob for like the first time, it was like a fancy ass restaurant. Rob's got a T-bone and he's chewing it off. People, I'm watching these people at like the Polo Lounge or whatever this is, look at him like this, like what is that caveman doing?
Going in, getting it done.
Well, that was the Chillest Dude of the Week. Thanks to our favorite beer, Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/dudes.
Bang.
Well, what an episode.
A great episode that is.
Awesome,
Thank you
awesome.
again, Kid Rid. Thank you for joining the show.
It's always good to be with my boys, and thank y'all for having me back, man.
We love having you in the nut
It's been a
house.
pleasure, man.
Love what y'all are doing, man. I'm not just saying this. Hey, y'all are killing it, bro. We gotta keep the synergy going.
It's
Gotta
been
keep it
fun.
going. Yeah,
It's been fun to get to have, and now that we're gonna start bringing more guests on,
Yep.
we're gonna create a new. Like we've only had, you're like our third guest that we've had in studio. We've usually kept it a lot shorter. We went longer with you because we have so much shit to talk about with you. But
Oh yeah.
you know, we're trying to find a way to do this a lot more.
Yeah.
Because when we have all three in here, it's a fun environment.
A little interesting dynamic, you know what I mean? Get to bounce some ideas off, shoot it around. But whenever, guys, hey, look, I'd love to come in and chop it up with y'all boys. I'm always supporting and see y'all moving and shaking. So y'all just got to keep it going.
What's this cannabis company you're with?
The company is called, check it out. Company is called FOY, which stands for Fountain of Youth. And got to get my boys.
Oh, this is CBD and THC?
We have
And CBG.
We have the best
And
cleanest,
adaptogens.
all organic
And chamomile.
edibles in the New York market. Only found in New York. My boys been supporting me the whole way. Y'all give me your thoughts on what you think. Decent?
I got to take them.
Yeah.
Try them out. Well, you try them out, but
I'ma
I can
try
tell you this. We stand behind what we are. What y'all say about Rid, I keep it real, right? So when we started our company, that was our whole motto and our mindset is no fake ingredients, no BS, no preservatives, nothing that can harm your body. We like to get a little buzz and let our hair down every now and then, but we can only do it in a clean way. So that's why we started our company, which is Fountain of Youth, and we have daytime, nighttime gummies, 10-pack. These are the 4-pack if you want to put your toes in the water. But if you're in the New York area, want to get around the city with a little bit of juice and let your hair down and chill, try a FOY gummy. Check it out. But thank y'all, man.
Thank you, Rid, for hooking us up.
Thank you. I'm going to try these tonight.
Yeah, for bedtime.
And thank you guys for tuning in. Remember to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Comment a dude you want us to do, and remember, rate and review.
Call in and ask us a question on the Chill line at 561-203-5789. And remember to follow Dudes on Dudes on YouTube, Instagram, X, TikTok, and Snapchat. See you all next week. And Dudes on Dudes is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.